Hey everyone, I'm Jim T. Graham with RCGroups.com. Welcome to the RC News of the Week. It is 3/31/2022. I have a lot of cool stories to talk about, some things that keep popping up, and I'm like, man, this is going to be great for the show. I want to say thank you to all our subscribers. We're at 21,000 plus now. We're about to kick over to 22,000. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and make sure you can be alerted when we go live and do things like this. Sometimes there are events across the country where I'll also go live and talk to you. So I want to talk about a few things that are in the newscast today. We have two new airplanes, one from E-flite, one from Avios. Both are very cool. I have a corresponding video. There's an interview with Stuart from Hobbyking where he talks about all the things you need to know about the C-130, which is awesome, and the video itself is really cool. We have flight test Gremlin to talk about. I'll jump over and say, well, let me finish the lineup and then I'll do the jump over. We have FrSKY transmitter, and I spoke with the company there, and I have a little information on release and all that good stuff. We also have a Sektrum transmitter to talk about, as well as a contest from Ready Made RC. And Charlie Fight has a story for us, a how-to. So these are all the things that I'll be going over. First, let's jump over to Bingo Bango, whop, the site. And I want to say thank you to Control Hobbies, who is our sponsor this week. Control is run by a man named Manny, and I've worked with Manny for many years, hung out with him at trade shows across the country, and he's in it for the same reason we are. I say this a lot, but I guess it really is rings true with a lot of, or most of the companies in the hobby. He's a hobbyist, loves RC, loves cool things, and he carries them. I remember back in my Hobby Lobby days when the Grotner catalog would come out. Let's go just jump over and gaze at the awesomeness. Let's go to the biggest radio. And the Grotner catalog would come out, you know, it was like this thick. And I would read it front to back. I'd memorize the airplanes. And, you know, this airplane I want, the extra is $500. And I was like, I can't afford $500 for that extra. And so anyway, he picked up the mantle and carries a lot of those products now and has really cool things. So thank you to Manny. Thank you to Control Hobbies. Check them out at controlhobbies.com. We're going to jump into the news now. Look at me go. I'm rapid fire speaking. I must be excited. We have a video post about the E-flite 6R 22T 1.5. Now, what is this? This is a media post, and I do this just to highlight the video. So we're going to take a look at the video, and then I'm going to show you what to do if you decide, hey, I got to know more. So if everything is working right, you're hearing the audio coming off the video and hearing some engine noise or electric motor noise. Updated and upgraded to be smarter and more powerful and more fun to fly than ever before. Look at those red, black, and white color jobs. 3S and 4S compatible with the 60 Avian Smart ESC. Flown by the experts at Horizon Hobby. It fits popular 3S and 4S 22 to 3200. That's the headline there. Officially licensed in super scale. It's got a lot of scale-like features, from lights to little pieces like that. It even has a sticker for your that's not a dashboard. That is a navigation board. Navigation? Okay. I'm going to quit talking and keep reading. It also flies in slow motion. It has smart technology with the AR637T. I didn't read the rest. And that's the great part about a Horizon product. They're easy to build. They come right out of the box. Just takes 15 minutes usually to get one going. And I found that there's almost no trim needed. And if you're cool, you would get the file for this plane that was made by the guy who designed it and tweaked it, and then load that up to your transmitter, and you would have the exact same preset as the guy who designed the plane has. I don't know, it seems like that's the smart way to go. So there it is. So I'm going to show you what to do next. Pause. You want to go to this Join the Conversation. Jason Merkel's been on our site for over 20 years now, and he always makes these posts, and then after he does, I go in and tweak them so they become feature articles, and you can find them easily all over the site on the front, in the magazine, on our social pages, all that good stuff. And then this is where people go to say, what's the CG? How far can I fly this plane? How fast does it go? And things like that. So there it is. Super cool. And with that, we're going to go to another airplane. This is the Avios C-130 V2. There are some changes that will be gone over in the video I'm about to show you. Civilian cargo scale U.S. Coast Guard planes. There's 2 schemes, and it's awesome. But I'm not the guy to tell you all this. Stuart is.
Oh, it just kissed the grass.
Okay, my question. Why are cargo planes so damn cool? I don't know. Volume seems loud. PSS. This music always makes me feel like I'm about to watch Cribs, the TV show.
Hello, my name is Stuart here at Hobbyking.com, here to present to you this morning on this glorious, glorious morning, a glorious rendition of one of the more popular and iconic models from
That's
Avios.
3 glorious right there.
Of course, the C-130, you've seen it before. This is now the V2 iteration of that classic model. Now, the modeling connoisseurs amongst you watching now would, of course, already know the V1 C-130 that was out a few years ago, both in military schemes. This V2 has both a military scheme and a civilian transport scheme, and it has quite a few refinements to improve it over the previous versions of the C-130. I'm going to run through those now. First of all, in terms of spec, it stays pretty much identical. The brushless motors and speed controllers that are pre-installed are the same. It runs on the same 20T200 4S, although the installation and positioning of that is now more convenient. But primarily the changes, the most noticeable one that you'll see, of course, is the scheme change. We've gone for schemes that are helpful in 2 ways. First of all, they are lighter weight schemes because they use less paint, so
interesting.
Overall lighter all-up wing loading, which results in better flying. But not only that, they're high vis as well. You've got the super high vis US Coast Guard military scheme, or you've got this more striking civilian transport scheme. The choice is yours. It comes out of the box with all decals and all paint pre-applied. All you need to do in terms of assembly is install the propellers, screw on the wing, screw on the tailplane, and set up your receiver, and you're pretty much ready to go. As well as features that it has brought over from the V1, the cargo door remains. The sequence gear doors with landing lights, they remain.
It's a giant flap.
Really nice details that you'll see throughout the model. But I'm going to touch a little bit more on the changes that you'll see on the V2. The scheme, it's lighter, it's more vibrant. We've already mentioned that. Flap geometry has been greatly improved, so you
Look
get
how
full deflection now.
it's
Certainly much more scale, and that certainly
Foamies have come so far.
Lighter wing loading really aids in the slow flight. And what I'm going to show here today is just how much slower you can fly the C-130, because remember, as a full size, the C-130 is not a fast aircraft. So it was important for the V2 that we were able to reduce the speed to a point where it looked that much more scale, but without becoming unstable in flight. And certainly the V2 is not unstable at all. In fact, it's very, very nice to fly. One of the other key
With that said, let's go straight to the field.
C-130 V2 from Avios. Sorry, cameraman. And speaking of cameraman, Andres behind the camera, he's flying the cargo version, the Avios cargo version, so we'll show you some footage of that a little later as well. But they both fly the same, so we're just going to give the main flight review on this one because I happen to have it set up on my radio. So I'm going to talk you through it, and we're going to go over the 2200 4S. Ready?
All right, let's do it. Now, look how thick that grass is. You can't even see the wheels. I would say there's no way it's going to jump off the grass. Obviously it will, though. They wouldn't shoot the video.
Trying to build up speed, and then give it a little bit of up. Beautiful. I like to do a nice scale takeoff there.
Well, and that's always a big question. Can it take off from grass? And then the next question is, can it land in high grass? So we'll take a look at that as well.
Oh, yeah. I love the orange, actually. No, I like the orange. I prefer the other scheme, personally.
No, that's the one right there.
This is half throttle, no flaps. Very, very nice. Now you can see what I mean in the opening there. I talked about the high visibility. You can see that there's really
Let's go to some flap runs.
on the ailerons on this. It's a C130. It should be nice and sluggish. Speaking of which, I'm going to go on mid-flap now. Going to cruise by.
Mid-flap.
That's mid-flap.
Speedy.
Let's bring it around into wind. Still with the mid-flap on the climb out. Coordinate the turn. A little bit of rudder there too. All right, now full flap. Now, you can see with those weight reductions that we can really get it flying to a crawl, especially with that full geometry of the flap now working.
All right, now we got to see some full dirty, baby.
Oh, it just kissed the grass. Very nice. Flaps go away, and I'm climbing out.
Stuart's living the dream, y'all.
There to my right. Now, don't
Hey to
forget,
Stuart.
This is a C-130. This is in the Search and Rescue US Coast Guard scheme, but it does still have the cargo door, which you can see deploying there. Can you see that on camera?
Very nice.
All right, so let's do a full dirty pass. There it is.
Yeah.
How's that on camera?
Wheel pants, everything is down. Or the
Super nice. All right, that's
openings.
dirty. Power, everything goes away now,
Oh,
including
I think
the
I'm gonna
cargo
start.
door. Ready for a loop?
Yeah.
Okay, full up, and it will handle it. Look at that. And round again. Get a fast pass coming this way. Very locked in feel, especially with a little bit of coordination in the turn. There you go, full power, fast pass, lights are on. Oh, yes, you're going to be searching and rescuing at a very fast rate at that speed. One more pass this way. Ready? Full power, a bit lower to the deck. Ah, lovely. Looks great in the sunlight too. All right, now let's take it up and show you the stall very quickly. It will
All right,
stall. We
I was
have
about
light
to move
loading
on, but that's
sorry about
important.
that. But it will stall. Okay,
I call this
speed
the
going
mush.
down, then I'm going to pull up elevator.
full up Ellie. Yep.
Pulling up elevator.
Yep. Now, most airplanes are in the olden days. They would
Not
just
really
tip
wing
a
drop, is
wing
there?
and go on the ground.
Again, we've lightened the wing loading. We've reduced the amount of wiring in there, and it's a lighter
it's light.
paint scheme. And there's
It's
no
also
dead weight in the
design that
frame
keeps
now
you from
either.
dropping that wing.
So it's much more harmonized. This is full flap now.
Harmonized. Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
hold a little bit of
gotta be
elevator.
quicker than that.
Look at that. I told you it flew a lot slower.
Nice.
Granted, this is with full
All right, I want to see a landing.
touch and go.
I want to see if it
It's coming
nose
down.
tips
And
in that
we've got
grass.
those LEDs. How are we doing
I
on
think we
time
might,
on
have,
the
we
camera?
might have to land.
Okay, all right. Well, then I'll show you a landing first.
Yes.
The camera's about to run out.
Okay.
All right, I'm on full flaps now, gears down,
Wheels down.
flaring,
gear.
flaring, let the speed be off fairing. Look at
Oh,
That's easy.
that. Now, how long
I
have
can
you got
s-
left on the camera?
Nothing.
Seconds? All right.
I can
So
see
that
the
was
doors
C-130. Look
maybe
out for the
getting
bonus
ripped off.
Footage of the cargo version, Avios V2 C130. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Stuart. Hey, everyone. Why is it so cool when they make big airplanes fly well? Very nice. There's a little size reference for you. And let's go see what matters the most. Is it in stock? Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Which one do we want? We want this one. $3.99 in stock, free shipping on eligible orders. I'm not quite sure what that means. Well, there you go. It's cool. It's new. It's V2. And we're moving on. Oh, yeah, I was going to say this. I've had some new advertisers come on the site, and I always like to acknowledge them. Flight Test is one of them. I had a great call. I reached out, and I said, look, man, you guys do all these things for the hobby. I would love to have you work with us. So they are now advertising, and we're doing some stories, and this is one story, the first story, really, I guess I'm done. It is on the FD Guardian Gremlin bundle. They're back and ready for any skill level and budget. The new FT Guardian Gremlin is a result of multiple attempts to capture the right experience for the beginner, but give the experienced pilot something to play with. The retail on this is $119, which is nothing.
Hey friends, welcome to Flight Test Tech. I'm Josh. Today we're going to be showing you how to assemble the
Josh.
Flight Test Guardian and mainly how to solder your components around our Common Power Pack G. Now the neat thing about this, whether you're building a Guardian or a different Gremlin frame, the steps are pretty much going to be the exact same of how I show you how to set it up here.
So I'm going to turn Josh down and say I was excited to have a Zoom meeting with Josh and the whole crew over there, and got to sit around. I thought, man, I should be recording this for the newscast, but I don't know. It was a meeting, so maybe not appropriate. Anyway, when I first built my first drone, I had no idea what I was doing, and that was overwhelming. And once you do it, 20 or 30 times, it becomes, just something that you can do. But if you're brand new, Josh is about to show you all the things you need, steps you need to take, and help you build the whole machine. And I think that's super important. And that's the beauty of Flight Test and the crew and them focusing on new pilots and making things easier for us.
Now, the easiest way to get started when you're building your Gremlin, whether it's a Guardian or any Gremlin, is to actually fasten your motors down and also your control board down.
So there you go. There are many things that you can buy over at Flight Test. They have some interesting stuff, very out of the ordinary. So airplanes, multirotors, electronics, materials, STEM for the kids, and Bixler's Basement. I used to have a company, and I said, what's in Jim T's trunk? And then I put weird things up there that I kept in the back of my car. But I digress. So thank you guys for signing up. Also, EX Hobby just came onto the site. Let me jump back to the site itself. As well as, have a company coming on today. And I want to say thank you to all of them. I'm going to... AGAF, I believe is the name of the company. Anyway, I want to say thanks to all our new companies that have just signed on. I'm talking to some other companies, one company in particular that would be very exciting if they came on, and maybe next week I can talk about them. It'd be a big dang deal. All right, moving on. FrSKY. Speaking of cool companies, people love these transmitters, and they have the Tandem X18 coming out. And so I'd seen on the forum, when is this coming? Does anyone have real information on this? So I reached out, and the owner sent me some links, and then I was like, hey, there's no buy link. And he said in about a month, he thinks this will become available. And I don't know much about this transmitter, but you can do what I did and go right here to our feature article and then jump on over to the site. So I have a link right here that's going to take you to the page. This would be the page where the buy link will appear when it becomes available to purchase. So, bookmark that and then check back often. And you too can be the first owner or one of the first owners of the X18. And I want to say thanks. Some people, you might write them, they never write you back. FrSKY hit me back immediately and then replied again. And here we are. Plus, nice graphics, y'all. All right, we are now jumping to a different transmitter. It is a Sektrum NX10 SE Special Edition. I don't really talk this way on purpose. It just kind of comes out of my mouth like that. The NXE has Wi-Fi connectivity and a 3.2 color display, built-in smart technology support. This is a special edition that adds exclusive upgrades, and that's what I want to focus on in this little piece of news. We'll take a look at the video. It has machined aluminum gimbals with magnetic encoders for advanced precision, low maintenance, and exceptionally smooth operation. Optional orange switch nuts and orange grip set. That sounds like not a big deal, but when I got my Sektrum, I was on the hunt for multicolored pieces like that. It was so important to me, so I guess it would be important to you too. Protective foam case with pockets for tools and accessories. Short, medium, and long stick ends for customization. With that said, let's watch a little bit of the video. The most advanced radio, the NX10 from Sektrum. This is the awesome car shots. It is good looking. I would drive this. Or ride it, perhaps. Like a motorcycle. Real-time telemetry, battery voltage, temperature, motor RPM, current, and more. 10 fully proportional channels. Non-assignable 2 and 3 position switches. Everyone loves switches, and you gotta have a lot. Roller wheel interface. I like roller wheel. Left and right trimmers. It's all about the feature set. One knob, left and right rear sliders. I like a smooth slider. Large 3.2 color screen, inch. Customizable with multiple color palettes. That's kind of cool. Multi-position folding antenna. I guess that would be helpful if you held your transmitter in different ways. Exclusive Hall effect gimbals. This is really the thing everyone cares about the most, I think. Well, one of the things. Forward programming, 4 sequencers, 14 mixes, B&F templates, loaded with popular model template for easy radio setup, which is one of my favorite parts about this radio system. Wi-Fi USB serial. Watch this. It's going to blow your mind. It blew my mind. It's the first time I've ever seen it on a transmitter. Convenient, customized to telemetry display, which is important if you're, an FPV type of guy. Or you just want to monitor what's going on up there. My list, customized priority menus. That's standard procedure. Let's get to the thing that blows my mind. I think it's right here. Look at that. It's a magnetic charging cable. Awesome. We're really moving forward. Sektrum. I fly Sektrum. That's what I have. So there you go. And let's see what we have down here for links. I think we should be going straight to the sites. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Good. Learn more. Click here. I'll put the photos after the click here. So you can click there and get more information. So with that said, now we're going to move into informational feature articles like set NFL safe for RC gliders. Should you do it? Do you do it? Why would you do it? The RC Group's users will discuss all of this and more following this. This is Thomas. And once again, a guy who loves the hobby, does it for the passion, and just happens to have awesome products that you can buy. Let's take a quick look.
Hey guys, welcome back to another RC Glider Basics video. My name is Thomas Lee, and today we're going to talk a little bit about failsafe. But before we talk about failsafe itself, we must first understand the background on why we need failsafe and how it can help us save money
and your airplane and all the other things. So we have text, we have a video, and I even have a whole nother feature article by him about another topic coming up this week. So go in here and talk with Jason Cole, who competes in the sailplane world, and he has his thoughts on this as well. Very cool. Thank you. I love these articles, and I'm glad that we are running them. And by we, I mean me. This is another article like that. This is from Charlie Fight. Charlie is a guy who just builds RC, has lots of experience, and occasionally sends an email that says, here's the thing I do on hinges. And then I turn it into a feature. And the cool part about Charlie's stories is it really creates engagement with the users, which sounds like a fancy term, but really people see this and then they feel like they have something they need to say. So it usually turns in, here's how I do that. Here's the same, but a little bit different. Or I do mine exactly like yours. And then you end up learning more than you ever thought you would just from the main article alone. It's awesome. This is what the forum is all about. So, Charlie, if you're out there, thank you very much for all that you do. And finally, we're getting to the contest. And this is the Ready-Made RC $100 gift card giveaway and the old Jim T. Graham recipe of a contest. This is my favorite way to do it, although Jason Cole got this one going. Go to Ready-Made's website, pick something you like, reply in the thread with a link, and then tell us why you like it. That's it. Now, I see that there's a limiter here, which means that you probably can post all you want, but you only get one entry, and the winner will be selected on the 26th. So get your piece in there, your link in there by the 25th, and go check out Ready Made. Let's see if there's a link here. Yes. You can go right here and go check out all the cool stuff that they have. Of course, there's the link, because you have to pick the thing you like the He-Wing. What else? I'm just looking for cool things. I better not. I'm trying to okay. Awesome. And we will now go back to RC groups. So, bonus segment, and by that I mean, I'm going to go see what's up here that I didn't have in my list. This is pretty dang cool. I put this up a couple hours ago. This is the new actual Ford Bronco. I believe used. Is it used? These are about $56,000. Maybe they're new $56,000 for a full scale. Of course, this is not a full scale. This is an RC model. So let's take a look at these guys on the road. Wow. Okay. First of all, check out these ramps that this thing comes with. They're on the roof there. This is for scale RC crawling, which means you can't grab your truck and move it. You have to figure out how to get around yourself. Are those surfboards? No, they're tracks. Yeah, that's awesome. Give me more stuff like that, please. I've never thought of myself as an RC car guy, but I've owned so many RC crawlers that I don't know if I can officially decline to state that I'm a RC car guy. If you've never done this, go do it. And when you do it for a camera like this, you really start focusing on how scale-like you can look. And it really is enjoyable. It totally will take your brain off of whatever you normally think about and puts it right in this truck. Good looking rigs. This is how they should be sold off the lot. You're not required to play that music while you drive these trucks. You can play anything you want. Here's some pictures. I love this guy. I have not figured out if he's actually included or not. Makes you want to buy the truck. Anyway, I stopped talking because I love a Bronco. My first truck was a Scout, which is not a Bronco, but it's the kind of a relation to the Bronco. So I have a little soft spot for vehicles like this. Okay, we're jumping a little more. Here's my new article, Offset Flaperons on DLG. We'll talk about that next week, but you should be aware of it now. We have What the Heck Wednesday, where Jason Cole goes out and finds RC crashes and shares them with you. And then more of what we've been talking about. Hey, you know what? I'm going to do this and get out of here. This is Mike Bargman. He is custom laser. Let's read what it says. Whenever I go to the field, I always see a plethora, a vast cornucopia of different cases that guys buy and carry their transmitters in. The standard silver gun case or off-the-shelf Sektrum JR case. Maybe if you can find one in stock, the elusive Futaba double case. I think I have one of those. I didn't know it was elusive. All right. Well, a friend of mine and I were discussing it one day and decided to take the leap and have my own cases made for me so I can engrave them with my laser engraver. I like that better than engraver. They're constructed of aluminum, sturdy, well built, and have room for up to 2 transmitters. So, if you've needed a new case, you know that there is definitely a need for someone like this. But the cool part is that he will engrave all these things onto your case. They're not stickers. And if you like stickers, then you can go buy those. But if you want to have an engraved case like this, Mike is the guy to do it. Mike used to work with us on Flying Giants, by the way. So you can click here, get more info, visit the site, and there you go. I just wanted to share that for Mike. I'm pretty sure I've talked about all the other things we have here. So I will go home and say, hey, you can always find all these stories right here on the All RC. And you can get more specific in these other tabs. You can find all this Horizon Media in the Horizon Media section. And you can also look on the sidebar. That's the end of the tour. I'm Jim T. Graham with RC Groups. I want to thank everyone who watches our videos, all the 21,000 people that have joined our YouTube channel, and everyone who goes to rcgroups.com. Really, it's all I do all day long. So I love that so many people are here. We get about 30,000 unique users a day to the site. And big thanks to all our new advertisers that came on this week. And anybody out there that says, hey, I want to be a part of all this, then just reach out to me on RC Groups. You can find me through most of the stories that you're seeing here. Just shoot me a PM or whatever. Anyway, thank all of you, and have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'm out. rcgroups.com.